In the last decades, technology has greatly improved and has become very accessible. The main purpose of technology is to facilitate activities and processes to humans, and it has accomplished that goal. Today, technology devices such as computers, tablets, and smartphones can be found everywhere and are used for daily activities in schools and jobs. Electronic devices are mostly used to communicate, do research, create documents, check weather, play games, watch videos, watch news, and many other activities. The small amount of effort required and the speed in which things can be done on an electronic device have made them the perfect tool for humans. But not everything is perfect. All the benefits provided by technology are the reason why people become so attached to their devices. People all around the world seem to be stuck to screens using smartphones while walking, driving, eating, and also while socializing. Due to an excessive use of technology, many people have left behind habits such as having family dinners or doing outdoor activities. The dependency on technological devices also affects the relationship of users with their family and friends. This addiction can also affect academic performance and the user's psychological health by producing strong emotions. Results from the mobile mindset study made by the security app Lookout in 2012 to 2098 persons shows how people are becoming dependent on their phones. 58% of United States smartphone owners check their phones at least every hour. 54% said they check their phones while lying in bed, before they go to sleep, after they wake up, and even in the middle of the night. Nearly 40% admit to checking their phone while on the toilet. 30% admitted that they check their phones during a meal with others. 24% said they check their phones while driving. The opposing point of view. It is evident that technology is needed in order to do many tasks, and that is exactly what people who do not think that there is a problem with an excessive use of technology argue. One of their strongest arguments is that technology is a very helpful tool for academic assignments. That's why there are computer labs in schools. Beginning from middle school, students are required to do researches and assignments that are easily done on computers. Later in college, it is a requirement to have a personal computer for some courses in order to work in specific software in class or at home. But technology is not only used for academic purposes, it is also very used in the professional world. Many employees need a computer, tablet, or smartphone in order to do their jobs and communicate with their coworkers. Our argument is the excessive use of technology may affect users in several different ways. Academic performances. Students who have an addiction to electronic devices tend to be easily distracted by them in classes and also when doing homework. This distraction will very probably lead to low grades. Friends and family relationships. Familiar relationships are damaged when family members are more concerned in what they are doing with their devices rather than what is happening between them. There are many cases where friends prefer to chat through their phone rather than talking face to face. Participation in activities. All the time spent in front of screens when it is not needed is time that can be used in activities such as playing outside, practicing sports, or community service. The psychological effects. The excessive use of technology may produce strong emotions to the users. 73% of the surveyed by the Lookout app say they felt panicked when they lost their phone. The obsession with a video game can create an even stronger emotional impact. In a recent episode of Dr. Phil, a featured guest was a mother who lost her son to video game addiction as his addiction caused him to commit suicide. The worst effect that technology addiction can have on somebody's life is death. Today it is very common that people use their phones while driving. This habit is very dangerous because it can provoke automobile accidents, which may lead to injuries or death. Researchers at Cohen Children's Medical Center in New Hyde Park found that between September 2010 In December 2011, 49% of boys and 45% of girls of 8,947 teens admitted to texting while driving. It was also estimated by those researchers that more than 3,000 annual teen deaths nationwide were from texting, as long as 300,000 injuries. Surveys cited by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration suggest that more than 100,000 drivers are texting at any given daylight moment, while more than 600,000 drivers are using handheld phones while operating a car. An accident provoked by a person distracted by a cell phone does not only affect that person, it also affects his family, other persons involved in the accident, and their families. Advocacy. Although there are many advantages of using electronic devices, a balance is needed in order to avoid bad consequences. To reach this balance, it is essential to set a limit of time using technology during free time. To avoid anxiety that produces being away from the web, you can try to do activities that can distract you, such as sports. A very good option to fight this addiction is to have a technology detox. This consists in leaving aside your devices for a certain amount of time. It could be for one day, a weekend, a whole week, or the time you consider appropriate. And spend that time whether alone, relaxing, or with your beloved ones, doing activities together.